Now at 11, Georgia shatters a COVID case record as Omicron surges. We break down the impacts already being felt. Plus, some folks asking if the Omicron variant can target those who are vaccinated. We verify. An Atlanta UPS driver ambushed while delivering packages. We'll walk you through those harrowing events.
From efforts to curb COVID-19 to a tragic beachfront condo collapse to billionaires in space. I'm Michael George with a look back at the biggest stories that made national headlines in 2021.
13 WMAZ News at 11 starts right now with Frank Malloy, Lori Johnson, Chief Meteorologist Ben Jones, and Marvin James with sports.
Hello and thanks for joining us. We are in the midst of a surge of new COVID cases, both here in Georgia and across the country. Today, the State Department of Health recorded nearly 14,000 positive tests in today's report. It comes as cases have tripled over the past week. Now, one important thing to look at, hospitalizations. Right now, the state says about 2,200 people are hospitalized with the virus. That's about half of the number during the past two waves. It is important to note, though, that hospitalization numbers can lag, so we'll keep you updated as those numbers change. State health leaders say they are working to bring in more COVID-19 tests. Testing has gone up about a third over the past week. Governor Kemp's office has prepared and authorized about 2,500 Georgia National Guard troops to deploy as needed. They will likely go to testing sites and hospitals. A lot of things are changing right now due to the surge in cases. Here are three things you need to know. Atlanta's annual Peach Drop set for Friday canceled for the second straight year out of COVID-19 safety concerns. Dooley County schools say they will require masks starting January 3rd on buses and in school buildings except while eating. In a Facebook post, the school system said that's due to significant increases in COVID outbreaks over the holidays. And the holiday season causing a short supply of at-home COVID tests. As we wait 500 million new tests to be distributed by the federal government, pharmacists say it's tough to keep tests on the shelves.
We will order the max, obviously, and those will be in stock here for, no more than 2 days, and we're sold out. And, getting those tests is, like I say, it's just hit or miss. Our wholesalers telling us the next release date for them would be, the second week of January. So, for the next 3 weeks, we're still able to get, of course, the ones that we perform here at the store.
The CDC says about 60% of all COVID-19 cases in the U.S. are the Omicron variant. Brandon Lewis looks into a claim that Omicron is targeting vaccinated people.
Omicron became the U.S.'s top variant less than a month after it was first reported to the World Health Organization. Some of those who are testing positive are people who are already fully vaccinated, leading to questions like these on Twitter, wondering if Omicron is somehow targeting vaccinated people. So let's verify. Can the Omicron variant specifically target a vaccinated person? Our sources are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the WHO, and Dr. Paul Benash, a virologist with Rockefeller University. All of our experts say viruses are incapable of targeting people. What makes Omicron different than other variants is its ability to evade some antibodies that are produced when a person gets vaccinated.
This is really the product of viral evolution. And the virus has evolved to evade the antibodies that it encounters in individuals and also to transmit from individual to individual more efficiently.
The CDC and WHO call this immune evasion. Omicron is also highly transmissible and came about just as people began gathering indoors again, which is partially why it's spreading so quickly.
It's sort of an arms race between virus and antibodies. The antibodies are learning to bind tighter and tighter to the original virus and all the viral variants that they encounter. And at the same time, the virus is trying to evolve to avoid being bound by these antibodies.
So, no, there's no evidence Omicron is specifically targeting vaccinated people. Public health officials say being vaccinated and boosted provides greater protection against severe illness and hospitalization. It also helps reduce the likelihood of someone spreading COVID-19, but does not eliminate the risk entirely. The CDC says people who are unvaccinated have a higher risk of testing positive and dying from COVID-19. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
And you can get more stories verified on your own time by watching 13 WMAZ on Roku and Amazon Fire. Download our app on those platforms today and you can start streaming immediately.